Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a speed build for my Star Sign Legacy Challenge Generation 2. Now this is actually going to be Ren and Angelina's new home with their two pairs of twins. So they've got 4 children now. And everyone, I am finally back again. It has been, I think, maybe a week or 2 weeks now. And to be honest, it's really nearing the end of the year. So it has become somewhat hectic in my life at the moment because of work and, end of year parties, end of year education dinners. So to be honest with you, I have been exhausted, but somewhat in a good way. So I apologize in advance if I sound somewhat sleepy at the moment. I still am. To be honest with you, I went to a Christmas party yesterday. It was my work's Christmas party and got there late because I had work that day as well, and I just wanted to kind of be fresh when I actually go to the party. Didn't get home until 4 a.m. this morning and basically woke up at 10:30, then decided to take a nap at like 12:45, and it was only supposed to be an hour nap, which became a 3-hour nap. So I woke up at like 3:30, and if you're gonna ask me, does that mean you're feeling a bit more energized? Not at all. I am still so sleepy. It has been a hectic week. I have been going out, I think 3 days or 3 nights, I should say, during this week, and most of it is because of education dinners, and basically it's work function dinners, and I have just been so exhausted. So I haven't touched any of my Sims Let's Play at all, and I finished this speed build last weekend, but I just haven't found the time to actually record this voiceover, and today apparently seems to be the day, and I knew that I actually really did want to be able to release this video tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be December 1, and I kind of want to start off my month with a video with content for all of you guys out there. So like I said, this is going to be Ren and Angelina's new home. Originally they were just renting an apartment, and it was a tiny apartment. There was really no personality of my Sims in that apartment, and I purposefully did that because I knew at the start that when I moved Ren and Angelina in Tomarang, they are going to be starting off with a residential rental. One, because it would have been my first time really properly visiting Tomarang and spending more time in Tomarang, and also it would be my first time trying out this new residential rent in that particular expansion pack. And it was alright, it wasn't too bad. And obviously we had the twins. So the first set of twins was Saffron and Kobe, and Saffron is going to be my Generation 3 heir, but I haven't yet decided whether I am planning to have both Saffron and Kobe, if I'm going to dedicate a part of Generation 3, because Generation 3 is all about Gemini, with the twins at the start, and then kind of diverge away from the twin storyline and really focus on Saffron, who is going to be our Generation 3 heir. Now, I then ended up having Ren and Angelina become pregnant again, and I was so surprised that they had another set of twins, and it's another boy and girl, and I'm pretty sure, I don't have my notes in front of me, that I named the boy Ruben, and then I think the girl's name is Poppy. I think, oh my gosh, it's my brain is just exhausted, everyone. So apologize to those Sims who I will be playing soon, hopefully tomorrow, if I completely forgot your name. But yeah, so they have another set of twins, and that rental residential is just too small for my Starcross family. It was just too small. There's just not enough space at all. I mean, I was already kind of struggling already with them being 4 in the family, but then now there's 6 of them. No, I knew that I needed to really move them into a different place. And again, originally I was planning for Ren to be moving into a new home once it's kind of settled, or I think when I said when he would reach a certain level in his career, then I would get him to kind of move out from that residential home. But it didn't happen because of the pregnancy and them having 2 sets of twins. So we are technically still within the same area. I think it's probably like a street away, 2 streets away from their original rental residential home, but we are still in the neighborhood of Koh Sapa, and this particular lot is the Tam Nang Sands, and basically, according to the Sims Wiki, is that, you know, catch a glimpse of aquatic life floating by or soak up the sun. This inspirational site comes with beachfront access and exceptional views of Koh Sapa's crystal clear waters. Now, when I was building this, I really wanted to somehow pay homage to my culture, and I wanted to do a modern Bahay Kubo. So Bahay Kubo is basically a hut, like a Filipino or a Philippine hut, and it's usually kind of like on stilts, and technically I'm pretty sure most of the time it would just be a single story. And originally, everyone, when I was building this, technically I had a different build, and then I was like, you know, I'm not really feeling what I just built. And then I was kind of searching up YouTube, and I came across this basically channel where they're kind of showing off like a modernization of Philippine homes, and I really like this one. And I'm pretty sure they did name it they did describe it as a modern Bahay Kubo. So originally this was only going to be a single story house, and the original single, well, for storyline purposes, I actually said the single story is the original. That is the original house itself. I have no idea how many times I've literally just said original within that span of a minute or 2 minutes. And then when I was building it, everyone, I'm like, oh my gosh, this again seems really, really small for this family. And I then decided, like, you know what, I'm going to say that Ren and Angelina has decided to extend this original Bahay Kubo upwards. So I've given the extension in this, I was going to say single, in the 2nd story level. So I'm going to say that would be the extension part, the modern part of this house, and that is where the kids will be. So at the moment I am furnishing Kobe and Saffron's room, and I remember I was struggling at this part, everyone, because I think I was really wanting to go for something that is a bit more unique on how I would set up their room. And I already knew as well that I wanted them to have the same room as each other. Like, I really wanted to kind of show on my Let's Play that they are actually going to be the best of friends, and the same will be for the other set of twins, you know, for Poppy and Ruben. And yeah, and I really kind of wanted to, I originally was thinking of having like a half wall just to kind of show off that, you know, this is Kobe's side and this is Saffron's side. But then it was just getting a bit too, well, basically I just wasn't really happy. I wasn't really happy with it. And so I ended up just kind of doing this particular layout, and in the end I eventually liked it. And it was hard as well because technically this is not my usual kind of build. And it's funny because now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even know if I have a specific type of build that I really enjoy building. And if that was the case, it may be slightly like the industrial modern side of things, but I've never really built like a modern bahay kubo before. But yeah, so to be honest, I did struggle, especially the downstairs, although the downstairs have become one of my favorite of this particular house. And because I think I was just trying to, and you will see this as well, everyone, that the house, I'm gonna say it's like an organized chaos. It's not messy, but I kind of wanted to show that they have a whole lot of stuff. Well, can you imagine? You've got 4 kids. Like, technically you have 2 children now because Kobe and Saffron aged up into a child, I'm pretty sure. And then you've got Ruben and Poppy, who are still infants or babies, I think, one of the two. So I am going to be expecting like a very messy house. And the thing is, at the moment, Angelina has been a stay-at-home mom. Originally, I was planning for her to go through the career that came with the, oh my gosh, the one with the love expansion pack. I actually forgot the name of that expansion pack, but the one where you're kind of like a love consultant. So I originally wanted her to go to that career after Kobe and Saffron aged up into children. But then obviously I wasn't expecting that she and Ren will have another set of twins. So she's kind of like postponing that for the meantime. So she's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna continue being a stay-at-home mom. She loves being a stay-at-home mom anyway and looking after the kids. And she will then become that love consultant most likely once the kids have become, maybe in this case, once they've aged up into toddlers. So that is definitely what's happening in Angelina's future. Ren, on the other hand, who is our Generation 2 heir, I am pretty sure he is still in the culinary career, obviously in the chef branch. I can't remember for the life of me which level he's at the moment. And what I was wanting to do is, technically for this generation, I am supposed to build a restaurant for Ren, because I think when he reaches, I'm pretty sure, level 8 of the culinary career, he would then quit his job and open up his own restaurant. And I thought, you know what, I think I'm gonna go a slightly similar yet different approach. I didn't end up building Ren a restaurant. I actually ended up kind of building him, I'm gonna say, a sari-sari store, which is not, because if my memory serves me well, a sari-sari store in the Philippines is when obviously you've kind of have like, it's like an extension in your house, and you sell different kinds of, it can be food like chips, drinks, like it's a variety. I'm pretty sure you can have like different kinds of things that you can sell in a sari-sari store. And I was kind of I had that idea, and then at the same time I remembered like a karinderia. A karinderia is when, and I'm hoping, I know that my aunties watch this video. I'm really hoping that I'm explaining it correctly. But a karinderia is a place. It is not a restaurant. It is way less formal than a restaurant, but it's when like the people would serve up dishes, like Filipino dishes. And yeah, like I said, it's very informal. I can't really explain it properly, but that was the idea in my head. But of course, I can't really do that in The Sims, if I'm not mistaken. So what I ended up doing is, and I'm pretty sure it's coming up very soon, that kind of karinderia slash sari-sari store for Ren. I actually haven't even figured out what I'm gonna name it, but that is Ren's own store. And what I ended up doing is, at the front part of that store is it's like a food stand, and it's the one where it came with the Home Chef Hustle kit, because I wanted Ren to sell the food that he makes, and I wanted to give him a second kitchen. And I'm gonna say that it is only really Ren who accesses this place. As much, I mean, like, you know what, like, I'm pretty sure Angelina would go in too, but I just don't, it gets really annoying if you've got two of the same thing in the same lot. But then, for example, if I wanted Angelina to cook something and she's literally in the kitchen, she is most likely gonna go all the way outside into Ren's kitchen and cook. And I'm like, no, like, it kind of diverts from the story and it annoys me when I'm playing it. So I know that I'm going to only give access to Ren for this, but then in for storyline purposes, I'm also going to say that Angelina can access this. So I can imagine Ren cooking up a storm in this kitchen, in his, well, I'm gonna say second kitchen. And obviously it's a bit more modern than the one that he has in the house itself, because in the house itself I wanted to use the kitchen counters and benches that came with the For Rent expansion pack, whereas this one is the Home Chef Hustle kit pack. And I've got all of the things like the pizza maker, the waffle maker, the mixer. I have everything in here. And the thing is, he's also got all of those kind of appliances in the house as well. And yes, I really wanted to make it seem like he's got flour, I've even given him like crates of wine, because maybe he might use wine in some of the dishes that he makes, and then he would sell it off to people. So I am kind of excited in being able to do that on my Let's Play. I don't think, because like I said, everyone, I can't remember which level Ren is on at the moment. So I'm not quite too sure whether I was even planning on getting him to finish the whole of the culinary career and then move on to this kind of business. So by then I would say that he has been kind of like well known now, maybe in the world of Tomarang. And he is confident enough and brave enough to open up his little shop. And like I said, I don't know yet what I'm going to name Ren's shop as well, but I really did enjoy doing that. And then actually we are kind of nearing almost the end of the video, and you'll see me kind of furnish the outside now. And when I actually enjoyed this as well. Like I said, everyone, I kind of wanted to portray it's an organized chaos in this particular household. And I had a bunch of furniture in here. And the other thing is, and thank goodness I remembered it, for Generation 3 Gemini, I am pretty sure my heir, she actually, I can't remember if she's got any specific skills that she is very much going to be interested in. And because I'm pretty sure it didn't specify what kind of skills and even career that she wants to take, I have a whole heap of random stuff in the house, because it's going to kind of help me figure out what does Saffron like. Because I've got, I think if I've got painting there, I've got chess there, and I'm just gonna see the more that I play with her if she enjoys cooking, if she likes cooking, if she dislikes painting, you know. So I have a few other random bits and pieces of gameplay to just try and gauge what my Generation 3 heir will be like. I do know that her aspiration will be a Renaissance sim, and a Renaissance sim is someone who absolutely loves, I think they just want to be able to, I think, increase 3 or 4 skills, you know, that kind of thing. So it's very, very broad. And yeah, and towards the end, I did put in, I think I was very, very happy that this came with the Life and Death expansion pack, this particular gate fence, because to be honest, it's very similar to some of the gates that we have in the Philippines. And then I kind of just made the whole front area like paved as well, and I've got a few gardening pots that I've put on the front yard, and some vertical planters at the back. But the back we don't really have a whole lot of backyard space, but I still kind of put something in there so that there is gameplay involved. And in my head, Ren is also probably going to plant a few vegetables, a few herbs that he is going to use for his cooking. So everyone, we are definitely nearing the end of the speed build portion of this video, and as much, I mean, I kind of struggled a little bit in certain bits and pieces when I was building this, but I am very, very happy and proud of what, or I guess on how it turned out. And I can't wait to play with the Starcross family in this new home. And yeah, I really hope that you have enjoyed this. Remember that there will be screenshots towards the end of the video, and I will be putting this in the library, not the library, in the gallery as well. So I really hope that you have enjoyed this, and if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all into the next one. See ya, bye.